The 13th of September 2014, 11:40 p.m. Indianapolis, Indiana. My mother and I were watching TV with our balcony door open about a foot wide. I noticed the lights first flying up from behind the roof of the apartment building across the street from our balcony to the south. I caught movement out of the corner of my eye. They were very bright and demanded attention. I didn't really know what they could be because they were much larger and brighter than aircraft lights. There were about 6 to 7 lights in an upside-down check formation. They were flying at a steady pace from the south, heading north. They were bright orange, with no strobing white, red, or green lights like on most aircraft. There was no discernible sound either, and we can normally hear planes and helicopters flying overhead all the time, even if we can't see them. So to see something this bright and close with no sound was strange. Directly behind the check formation came 2 more lights, not following each other, not exactly side by side either. And then finally 1 last pair closer together. They all traveled the same speed, the same direction, and with no sound. They looked very bright in the night sky, brighter than headlights even. They disappeared behind a large tree next to our balcony, and I was unable to get outside to catch them out our front door. The videos are admittedly poor, shot through our screen door, with an iPad. The second is slightly better though. I wasn't fast enough to catch the initial formation though, just the 2 pairs that followed. We really couldn't believe what we had seen. I've always believed in the potential for alien life but have remained pragmatic about it. If I've seen something silver in the sky, I just assume it's a plane I can't quite make out clearly. But these lights I just can't explain. Didn't look like searchlights from helicopters, didn't look like aircraft lights, or meteors. I honestly can't explain it.
The 8th of September 2014, Indianapolis, Indiana. I was sleeping, as it was like 3:40 a.m. The lights were so bright, they woke me up. I have blinds on my bedroom window, with slits. My bed is facing north, but the window is south and the flying object was southwestern. It was not there when I went to bed, around 10 p.m. And it was no longer there after the episode. I was staring in awe at it for about 5 minutes before I decided to record. I was nervous, I really wanted to hide under covers, and barely opened blinds, as I was afraid they would get me if I opened blinds all the way. I mean, they were angled almost perfectly at my window. Were they there for me? Anyways, I saw bright white, green, pink lights. I don't think I heard noise, since my window is shut. The orbs morphed, got bigger, smaller, and changed shapes, and the whole object hovered and went slightly side to side, making the lights more and less bright and visible, prominent. I finally recorded, and by then the lights were only white. I was low on memory on my phone, otherwise I would have recorded more, but ran out of memory. My cell phone cut me off. I was quickly deleted files, pics, etc. so I could record more, and I had to use the bathroom, but then they were gone. I was freaked out, but also excited that I had seen something so cool. I verified it by Googling images of UFOs and time sighting of them, and yep, this was one. And also they seem to appear on dark, quiet nights like at 4 a.m. I made sure it wasn't any cosmic sighting like meteor showers or auroras, and nope, none, and it was not the moon, as the moon was on the other side of the sky. I was so excited it took me a while to fall back asleep. When I did, I woke up at 8:30 am and couldn't wait to tell my loved ones.
The 26th of October 2014, 11:23 a.m. Carmel, Indiana. I was helping a friend put up a sign right across the street from Maggiano's restaurant located in the Fashion Mall area. I was holding the ladder for my friend when I looked to the sky and saw a bright dot. When I looked closer, I counted 10 dots. All different colors. Looked to be solid and headed in the direction of the sun. I saw this for about 5 minutes until it was out of sight. My friend at the time saw this as well.
The 1st of August 2014, 2:05 a.m. Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm not reporting seeing a UFO. I'm reporting a possible sighting of an alien. This photo appeared on my Android phone. The time the photo was taken, I wanna sleep. To me the image on the photo looked like that of an alien. I could be wrong, but I seriously doubt it. There's more I'd like to share with you, but I'll do that if I get a call. I was at home asleep on the couch.
The 10th of October 2014, 4:57 p.m. Indianapolis, Indiana. I was taking pictures on a sail and noticed this in the picture at a later date. I never saw it in person.
The 18th of November 2014, Indianapolis, Indiana. I had just gotten back to my apartment around 6:30 a.m. after taking my girlfriend home so she could get to work. I worked later hours, so I decided to get more sleep. After resting in bed for a few minutes, I rolled onto my left side and almost immediately entered a trance-like state. I felt paralyzed. This felt different than my common episodes of sleep paralysis, as I felt very aware and calm. My eye caught a light that was zigzagging around way out in the distance. It resembled a star. I recognized it as a UFO right away and became fixated on the object. Within a couple seconds, the object zoomed in right above the tree line outside my window and slowed down to a hover. There were no lights coming from it now. It was a dark black, gray saucer. I was in complete awe. I thought, oh my god. This is insane. But I was not scared. It was quite beautiful. I felt very open and wanted to understand. Just as it was hovering, I had this intense feeling of being lifted or expelled from my position. It was beyond anything I can explain. The intense feeling escalated and suddenly I awoke to a loud slam from what sounded like it came from inside my head. I was laying on my right side this time, facing the door, away from the window. I didn't see it leave. The whole experience felt like I had almost reeled it in. It oddly felt arranged. The only other experience I've had was back when I was about 10. I saw a golden UFO in the countryside with small orbs circling it. However, my latest experience has left me feeling very anxious and sick to my stomach all day. Was this abduction? A weird dream? I can't recall anything between that intense feeling and then coming out of it. The whole experience probably lasted about 10 seconds, but it felt longer than that.
The 28th of October 2014, 3:30 a.m. Indianapolis, Indiana. The past couple weeks during the night as we are driving in the city, particularly 56th and Emerson, we have spotted two low-flying objects in the sky. They are the size of an aircraft. It's dark, but it looks like they are the shape of an aircraft or like a jet. Also, they have bright flashing lights that are not the same as a helicopter or an airplane. They don't have the red, blue lights like the IMPD helicopters either. They fly very slowly, almost hovering, and they seem to be circling the same large area of Indianapolis. One night we followed one as it was in front of us and very low, lower than a typical plane, with no sound. As we followed it very slowly, it hovered, then changed direction. We have only seen two, and it's every night, Emerson, Binford area, and we see one farther west circling another area very slowly. The other night, while at the 465 Shadeland exit on the highway, I could see them from a distance. I noticed the slow movement and the large lights. I've mentioned this to my mother, who said she has watched them from her house out in Avon. She mentioned them hovering and she believes they are some type of drone. I believe the possibility they could be drones, but they are too large to be an amateur's drone, especially since they are in the same areas every night. It looks like they are patrolling. I tried Googling this for Indianapolis, Indiana, and have found nothing. Especially on the news, I know others have had to see them. My boyfriend has been with me while I saw it also. We have seen them for the past couple weeks, which makes me think the possibility of drones. But they are huge. I consider myself an space enthusiast, lol. Always looking up at the sky and stars. I know what looks like what in the sky, especially at night, and the first night I saw these, it was exciting and scary, as I actually thought it could be a UFO until I thought about drones. I'm just wondering if anyone else has seen them. I didn't have my phone on me at the time, so I'm hoping someone can come forward with photo evidence. Until next time, I'm right under them again.
The 1st of December 2014, 8 p.m. Sorry, I do not own a camera. I am camping inside city limits between 7:00 and 8:00 p.m. Saw dim amber lights in the north-northeast sky fling a straight path to a south direction. In a low flight observed 7 objects fling an AC pattern. I would guess somewhere between 500 to 800 feet from where I was they turned off their lighting before passing over my head. I was able to see one seemed to appear gray and spherical then disappeared even with a moonlight sky. I could not see anything. 3 more spheres had done the same one at a time. Turned off their light and disappeared. As I looked in the direction they were going looking to see if I could watch them move across the sky to which the crafts had vanished, but in the direction they were moving several miles away and noticed a very large craft moving away from me in a southern direction away from me. Along the middle were white lights with blue and red lights flashing across from left to right in the row of white lights. It was also low fling. Indianapolis, Indiana.